What's going on, guys? It's Greg SIXES, and today we're going to talk about Lacrosse SIXES. So there's an event over the weekend at US Lacrosse. 3 teams played a round-robin exhibition for the new SIXES format. If you haven't been keeping up, there's lots of articles you can read. We'll link something in the description so you can read about Lacrosse SIXES, but basically it's the new proposed Olympic format. Only 6 players on each side, no face-off after each goal, no long poles. It's kind of up and back really fast. Been pretty controversial. I don't want to get into all the rules. You guys can read on that on your own. But this weekend, 3 teams, USA, Canada, and Iroquois, all played at US Lacrosse. I watched it a little bit. We can't show you any highlights here for sponsorship reasons, but there was a little bit of controversy that popped up after the USA Lacrosse account posted a video of negative comments and then a caption that said, "We do not care." This post has since been deleted. I don't know who put it up. There hasn't been a lot of backstory, but it really fired a lot of you guys up. So that post is gone. We can't react to the comments on that. But Lacrosse Network put up a post that we're going to talk about a few of the comments on. So first, let's talk a little bit about some observations from the weekend. I think overall, the play was really fast. It was really exciting. There were some really cool highlights and some crazy plays from the weekend. A couple negative things is that it seemed like it was hard for the camera and the commentary to follow the super fast action just up and down the field, long passes all at once. I think that's going to be a learning curve. And it was also a little hard to watch, just so much fast-paced action up and down with the long passes. And also it made showing instant replays a little tough because right as a goal goes in, they're already going down to the next goal. So some plays were missed based on replays. So I think there's some learning curve on getting the viewership right, whether you're in person or you're watching on TV. They need to tweak that a little bit, but overall it was really fast, really exciting, tons of crazy highlights, and for some people, they did think it showed some promise. So let's break down some of these comments about the SIXES. So some of these were people that were a little fired up by the USA Lacrosse "We don't care" comment, but Lacrosse Network put up a video of the Iroquois forcing overtime against Team Canada with a long pass. Take it for what you will, the post did get 20,000 likes, which is a lot, so obviously some people did like it. The caption said, "It's official, SIXES is awesome." So the first comment I saw of 205, so pretty controversial post, was Mike Rabel saying he was just there for the comments. Well, so am I, so we're gonna read a couple. The most liked comment was, "Don't let SIXES become the new Lacrosse." It got hundreds of likes. People were really into that comment. I don't think there's really a risk of this. Just because any other form of lacrosse has been started, like box, doesn't mean people don't play field. I think there's room for a third type of lacrosse, whether you want it or not. So I don't think that there's any risk that this becomes the mainstream collegiate pro style of lacrosse. So while I understand the intent of that comment, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's not really a risk of that. Another big popular comment was, "SIXES is hockey on grass, not lacrosse." I didn't really understand this comment at all because hockey shares a ton of rules with box lacrosse, right? It has the same up and down movement. You do face off after everyone. It's in the same arena. If anything, SIXES is basketball on grass, not hockey. So I didn't really understand that comment. There were some pretty blunt comments that didn't have a lot of color to them. One just said, "No." Another one said, "This sucks." And another one said, "We don't care, it's SIXES." These comments had a lot of likes, not a lot of description or reasoning for any of those, but I think the gist is people just aren't interested. They're writing it off right away, not open to learning about it. And I think some of these people were the ones that were a little hurt by the USA "We don't care" comment, which is understandable. And a lot of the final comments were related to being there no face-off or D-poles. The face-off has always been a controversial topic in lacrosse, right? People wanted to get rid of it for college for years. Some people love it. Some things it's an unfair advantage. I personally think the face-off is one of the best parts of the game. The ability for the team that just scored to get the ball back and score again very quickly. I'll never forget Drexel in the NCAA tournament had 3 goals in 27 seconds to tie the game or put them ahead by 1. Like, you just don't get that in other sports because it has that make it take it kind of mentality. And if you're down, it gives you the ability to go on a run. And I really like that. It does, I think, for SIXES, slow the game down. If you have to stop, whistle, pull the ball out to X, do the face-off every time. That's the reason that they made it more like basketball where it comes right out after a goal. I do personally love the face-off. I'm not one of those cancel the face-off people. And finally, people wanting to see D-poles. They basically said there's no defense, no D-poles. There was some defense, just so fast break oriented, it didn't look like it. It looked like a fast scramble. But there's no D-poles in box either. People don't seem to care about that much, so it seems like that comment is a little misplaced about the deep holes, because clearly people like box, and that also has no deep holes, but does have more settled defense. And finally, a lot of people just thought it looked like a practice drill, like a drill called West Jenny that the teams run all the time. It did have a little bit of a look of just a scrimmage or a practice drill where you're just doing a build-up or a fast break drill, and maybe that'll come with some tweaking. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the weekend sixes, if you liked it, didn't like it. Maybe just instead of saying this sucks, give some ideas for improvement or changes, because this isn't final. And while it doesn't seem like USA Lacrosse wants to hear your input, I actually don't think they have the final say on how this goes. I think the World Lacrosse Organization, could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be making the rules to propose to the Olympics. So at the end of the day, the goal here is to get lacrosse in the Olympics. Some people feel like compromising on the field game is not worth it, or they should have just proposed box. I'm not going to pretend to know all the inner workings of how you make a sport an Olympic sport. It'd be pretty cool to see lacrosse in the Olympics, but obviously a lot of people have a lot of comments across the range of feelings in that topic. So thanks for watching. Let us know if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.